Sometimes, love doesn't end with betrayal. Sometimes, it doesn't end with hate. Sometimes, love ends with silence and a lifetime of regret. This is the story of Jeff and Lisa, a story about ambition, love, pressure, pride, and how one decision can undo years of happiness. Jeff had just completed university. He was tall, well-built, handsome, smart, and polished. That morning, he stood in front of the mirror, carefully adjusting his tie. His suit was sharp, his shoes polished, but inside, doubt whispered loudly. At the office building, the waiting bay was filled with young people just like him. Fresh graduates, nervous, hopeful, afraid, eyes filled with eagerness and a hint of doubt. Jeff sat among them, watching people clutch their resumes, some whispering prayers, others staring at their phones. He wondered, am I really good enough? Do I know enough? For a moment, fear almost won. He straightened his back and took a deep breath. He reassured himself, I didn't come this far to turn back. When his name was called, Jeff entered the boardroom. The panel asked questions. Jeff answered calmly, drawing from his studies, his passion, and his quiet determination. By the time he stood to leave, he felt it. He had done well. We'll contact you, they said. Jeff walked out feeling lighter. At the exit, he nearly bumped into someone. He looked up and smiled. Time slowed. She was extremely beautiful. Not loud beauty, but class. Effortless, graceful. Hi, Jeff said. Hello, she replied. I'm Jeff. Lisa. They walked together towards the parking lot, exchanging a few simple words that somehow felt important. At her car, she smiled once again, got in, and drove away. Jeff stood there watching until she disappeared. That was the moment. Love at first sight. At the bus stop, Jeff couldn't think straight. Lisa's smile replayed in his mind. Her voice, her presence, he imagined her being his. Imagined a future he had no right imagining. By the time he reached his small apartment, even the interview was forgotten. He ate leftovers without tasting them, lay on his bed, and stared at the ceiling. Lisa was the last thing on his mind. A sleep took him. Across the city, Lisa was awake too. She remembered Jeff, but her startup, her dreams, her responsibilities filled her mind. Still, he lingered. That night, they both slept thinking about each other. The following day, the phone rang. Jeff got the job. The money wasn't great, but it was better than nothing. He was told to report the next morning. Jeff smiled. Maybe, just maybe, he'd see Lisa again. Jeff arrived early on his first day, enthusiastic and hopeful. He was assigned his desk, oriented, and began learning his work. At lunch hour, he stepped outside, and there she was, Lisa, walking majestically across the compound. She smiled. Hey, Jeff, headed out for lunch? His heart nearly stopped. Yes, he said. They ate together, talked, laughed. You knew, Lisa said warmly. Lunch is on me. Time disappeared. They rushed back to the building, heading to different wings. That evening, they met again. He walked her to her car, and he went to the bus stop. and the next day it happened again and again until it became a routine. Finally, Jeff asked her out. She said yes. The first date was at a quiet restaurant in town, paid for with Jeff's first salary. Lisa looked breathtakingly beautiful in her gown. Jeff wore his sharpest suit. Dinner was great. They talked endlessly, unaware the restaurant was closing. The air was full of love. So were they. They felt as if they knew each other their whole lives. They talked all night. 6 months passed in a whirlwind of love. One evening after a lovely dinner, Jeff knelt down and proposed. Yes, Lisa said excitedly. Jeff was the happiest man alive as he put the ring on her finger. Jeff walked her to her car, kissed her gently on the cheek, and watched her drive away. His fiancée, his future. He took a taxi home smiling, imagining their future. They planned a small intimate wedding with their close family and friends. They had now woven their lives into one. Afterwards, they moved into the house gifted by Lisa's parents. Life was beautiful. They drove to work together, came home together, cooked together, watched movies, danced in the rain. Life was beautiful. They were the magazine power couple. 4 years passed like a dream. Lisa's company flourished. She expanded with international clients. Jeff excelled at work. He was promoted to senior manager with his own corner office. Life was good. Then came the 5th year. Jeff's family began asking questions, especially his mother. Where are the grandchildren? The pressure was built. Jeff's friends mocked him, compared money, compared success. Jeff was slowly breaking apart with no one to turn to. Everyone he knew was singing the same song. Jeff carried it home. Lisa suggested visiting a fertility clinic. Jeff refused. Men in my family are fertile, he said. You are the one with a problem. This was their first argument. Though he apologized with flowers the next day, something was broken. Jeff began spiraling. He became highly irritable. Things were going sideways so fast. He didn't know what to mend first. He became reserved, argumentative, and rude. At work, he began slacking. Lateness, incomplete projects, missing deadlines, absconding duties, absenteeism. Months later, Jeff was fired. Jeff's world crashed. He tried startups. He tried but failed several interviews. He gave up. He surrendered to fate. He stayed at home playing video games, ate without cleaning after himself. He let himself rot. Lisa tried to help. She arranged an interview with a friend, which he agreed to try. Jeff dressed up, but he never went. He went back home, sulking on the seat. That evening, he demanded food from Lisa. Lisa asked about the interview. Jeff was rude. Jeff blamed her for the lack of children in their marriage. Harsh words were exchanged. Lisa was fed up and threw him out. He tried to reach his friends, but none of them would take him in. They all gave the flimsy excuses they could find. Jeff had to go back to his parents' house. Jeff tried to look for Lisa, but he couldn't reach her. She had changed her contacts and her office address. He tried to reach her through her parents, but it didn't bear fruit. Jeff gave up. Time passed. Jeff got a low-paying job on the outskirts of town. One day, at a grocery store, he saw a familiar face. Lisa, holding a young boy's hand as they walked by. She walked past him like a stranger. He couldn't believe his eyes. He was speechless. He couldn't move or speak. Jeff wouldn't even say hello. He was confused. He walked out of the grocery store without buying anything, his head down in shame, regretfully. Some love stories don't end with hate. They end with regret. If this story has touched you, like, share, and subscribe, because sometimes love isn't enough when pride stands in the way. Bye.